Hi, it's Susan, and I'm glad to be back with you today. And we're just going to talk about how you can use some of the handouts from Pet Guru College in your business. Because at the Dog Gurus, we're big believers in using great content for multiple purposes. And we think the handouts from Pet Guru College are one of the resources that you have that will provide multiple uses in your pet business. So excited just to share some ideas and see how creative you can get with the handouts. Now, I've kind of come up with a list of the top 12 handouts that the students get when they're going through Pet Guru College that I really wish I would have had when I had my pet business. And so the first one you can see here on my screen is the top 10 actions to prevent pet tragedies. I think this is a great handout to provide refresher reminders of, and it's just a simple top 10 list for those of you that remember the days of David Letterman. I also like the appropriate versus inappropriate behaviors and tips for managing barking in both enclosures and daycare. But another one of my favorites that I'm showing you is that I wish we would have had was this chart on normal versus abnormal eliminations. And we've got urine with the different tables and what's abnormal, and again, the same thing on poop and what can be done about it. There's the one that shows these, and then there's another chart that updates this, which shows what you can do about it. So that's one of my favorite charts, the whole poop chart. I also like the chart on observing dog wellness because we want to focus on what a pet looks like throughout their body so that staff quickly bring up anything that's not normal. Impact of pests and worms. That's not normal. They need to understand what they look like and how that they can see that in the pet. And then for us, this heat index chart was really important being in Texas. This is something you may need to update based on where you're at and how long pets can be out, but use this as a guide to customize for your center. So if pets aren't used to being in the heat, this is something you need to be really cautious about. And for people that are in extreme cold, you need to take in the temperature and the wind chill, whereas with heat, it was humidity and temperature. And again, how long is it safe for pets to be out? And both of these charts you can adjust based on your centers and where you're located and what's safe for the pets. I also love the handout on communicable disease symptoms and how it's spread, which helps staff understand why it's so important to keep things clean and sanitized and to bring to management any concerns they have when pets may be showing symptoms of disease. And then kind of on the soft skills side, the responsibility to a dream team and what those traits are. That's a great handout. And of course, the periodic 9-point dog check where they are always looking and assessing the pets and making sure that they're well, or noting those things that are abnormal. And we also have customer service, the 5 E's of customer engagement. This is a simple chart, but again, people will remember the 5 E's, the eye contact, the smile, the enthusiastic greeting, to engage and educate. It's just a great reminder. And then on customer care, we also have a sheet on selling with integrity, which will help your team get comfortable making that suggestive selling that benefits the pet and the clients. So some of these handouts would be great to laminate and post on a central bulletin board. And I would do that monthly. I would change them out because, as people see things, they stop reading it. So changing out these charts monthly can be great. You can also use them for refresher training during team meetings. Again, caution against keeping them posted at all times because people will stop seeing them. And the exception would be those that maybe you can post near the equipment or as a cheat sheet. So introducing the treadmill to a dog could be posted by your treadmill, or games with toy safety may be posted on your toy box. So again, become creative in how you use these and get mileage out of these resources that you've got as a part of Pet Guru College. And then there's some handouts that are really great for the leaders. So out of 23 leader handouts, I'm going to go through 5 real quick. So the leadership exercises is one of my favorite. And if you scroll down, one of my favorite parts after it guides you through teaching all of these when you're doing the hands-on part, it's this goal setting. And so you can refer back to this and try to challenge your staff members to move from novice to intermediate and advanced. And there's some guides in this chart of how they can do that. It's a great way to encourage your staff to progress in their skills. On the enrichment activity basics, there's a lot of ideas here so that staff don't get bored and dogs don't get bored. Use this to come up with new ideas and add a new game or activity every month, especially if you're doing enrichment or daycare 2.0. So you've got lots of ideas in this handout. And then we have puppy and adult vaccine charts. I think they're a great reference chart, and the teaching of behavior cheat sheet. You can challenge and motivate staff to engage the dogs in new behaviors. And then for a lot of us, is the barking driving you crazy? This provides more in-depth information for you and different resources on how to control barking beyond what was given to the students. And this may be a good refresher training to do on the tools available prior to those peak periods when a lot of new dogs are coming into your center, and maybe sometimes that triggers more barking. So those are my favorite leader handouts, and hope that those will be beneficial for you, and just encourage you to spend time going through all the student and leader handouts. Consider for each one how you may be able to use it beyond just incorporating it into your SOPs and as part of Pet Guru college training of your staff. And we'd love to hear your ideas on how you're using some of these handouts. So please post them in our Grow Your Business Facebook group. You'll find the link in the PS of this email, and share with your community the great ideas and creative ideas you come up with for the handouts.